Hi guys, it's Scott Curry, and man, I am blown away. We are 4 days into the series, and we already have over 300 subscribers. You guys are telling me you are getting a ton of value out of these videos. I am so happy to hear it. Lee Ortega commented that he made over $800 from some of the stock picks yesterday. I really hope that all of you guys can be extremely successful and profit day and night with us. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Scott Curry. I used to work as an analyst for Merrill Lynch and Morgan Stanley, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 15 YouTubers. I then compile all of my analysis into a daily video that I post right here on this channel. I spend hours every day watching YouTube videos so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch this one video each day and you will get every single stock pick from the top 15 YouTubers. All I ask in return is that you hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I will give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I analyze are financial advisors either. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's get into it. The first stock pick for today is going to be ABML. Now you do see this shoot up here about 2 weeks ago. That was because StockMo mentioned it and it absolutely mooned. But as happens with all these hype stocks, they start to go down. Now ABML is American Battery Metals Corporation. They are a lithium battery recycler. They are just now starting to build their factory. They will most likely work with Tesla as they are building their factory across the street from Tesla's factory in Nevada. This went up way too high last month, but it is currently dropping and it's getting close to a good buy price. We do want to wait for this to find support before buying. The buy-under price on this is 80 cents and the ideal buy-in price is 50 cents. Next up is AMZN. Now we're all familiar with Amazon. The reason that Amazon is on our list today is because e-commerce sales are expected to double this year, and Amazon is of course the largest e-commerce company in the world. So Amazon stock should increase significantly from the increase in e-commerce revenues. There are 35 analysts who rate Amazon, and 34 of them rate Amazon a buy. If you don't have $3,200 to invest in Amazon, buy fractional shares in order to build a position. We have a buy-under price of $3,200 and an ideal buy-in price of $3,000. That said, the price target on the stock is $3,800, which represents a 21% increase over today's closing price. Next up is BAC, Bank of America. Bank of America is going to be one of many financial stocks that we mentioned today. This stock is doing stock buybacks and is expected to continue to go up through 2021. This would be a long-term hold. Next up is BE, Bloom Energy. StockMo says this company has good fundamentals and thinks it will blow past $35. We have a buy-under price of $31, an ideal buy-in price of $30, and I'm going to use StockMo's price target of $35 for this stock. That will give the stock a 15% upside from today's closing price. Next up is BNGO. Now, BNGO has been going down over the past few days. We are waiting for the stock to drop below $3 before we buy. But watch out for a rebound sooner than that because BNGO is so hyped that it might not get down to $3. If you really believe in this stock, try to buy it under $3.50, but do not buy before then. We do have an ideal price target on this stock of $2, and the price targets on this stock are between $10 and $30, which represent a potential 529% upside from today's closing price. The next stock that we're going to talk about is Citigroup. Share buybacks have already started, which is why banking stocks are going up. All banking stocks are a great opportunity moving forward. StockMo thinks this is a great price to buy now. Therefore, I've put the buy-under price at $66 with the ideal buy-in price of $65. As with all banking stocks we will talk about today, this is a long-term hold. Next up is CLSK, CleanSpark. This is a Bitcoin stock. We talked about this stock yesterday. There are still a lot of reasons to be bullish on this stock. The price target was $30, which we are now way above that. So this stock is overpriced and will probably come back down soon. If you bought this stock, take profits now. The next stock is FCEL, Fuel Cell Energy. Chris Sain mentioned this stock a few weeks ago when it was below $9. This is a hold right now, but if you can get in below the buy-under price, this is a good long-term play. We do have a buy-under price on this stock of $11 with an ideal buy-in price of $10. The price target on this stock is $18, which represents a 46% upside from today's close. The next stock on our list today is FRSX. FRSX develops autonomous technology for EVs. There's no new news on this stock, but it may be bottoming out soon and starting to go back up. We do have a buy-under price on this stock of $4.15. So if you want to buy this stock now, it would be a good buy. Next up is IPOC. This is a healthcare SPAC. The merger was just approved today. The merger is expected to take place on Thursday. Tech Conversation said to wait for a drop before you buy it. As with all SPACs, wait for the post-merger sell-off before you buy. Once the sell-off is over though, this does have a price target of $30. So there's quite a bit of upside potential with this stock. Next up is Macys. Macys is doing quite a bit of store closings, which is going to improve their income statement in the long term. Expect a lot of volatility in the short term though. There should be a few good option buying opportunities on the stock as it moves up and down. If you're looking at this for a long-term hold, the buy-under price is $10. The ideal buy-in price is $9.50. The price target on the stock is $20, which is a 60% upside from today's closing price. Next up is MGA. This is Magna International. This is a dividend stock. They are currently working with Fisker to help them build their first electric vehicle. Rumor is that they will help Apple build their first electric vehicle as well. ARK Invest has started buying them, and street analysts have a strong buy rating on the stock, with no analysts ranking this as a sell. We have a buy-under price on this stock of $70 with an ideal buy-in price of $65. Next up is Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is another financial stock that will do well with the stock buybacks this year. Next up is NGA. This is another SPAC. They are merging with EV company Lion Electric. The new ticker symbol will be LEV. Lion Electric has forecasted an insane 800% increase in revenue over the next 2 years. The merger is expected to occur in the first quarter of 2021. Remember to buy the hype and sell the news, which means to sell before the merger. Kin & Grace has a long-term, that is 2-year, price target on the stock of $60 to $100, which would represent a 153% upside potential from today's closing price. The buy-under price on this stock is $21, with an ideal buy-in price of $20. Next up is NIO. Now, NIO is a stock that we are all familiar with. NIO had a sell-off today due to the protesters in DC. Let me show you the 5-minute chart so that you can see what happened. Here's where the protesters started to storm the Capitol, and you can see this stock absolutely tank. Now, it does not make sense why the stock tanked, considering that they are a Chinese electric vehicle company. The only thing I can think is that somehow people thought that maybe the protesters would be successful and that Biden would not become our next president. Obviously, that's ridiculous, and so I really see the sell-off as an overreaction. NIO actually had really good news today. They announced that they're going to start selling cars at a lower price point, which should really help to increase their sales. This is now a great opportunity to get into NIO if you're not already in it. Next up is NMGRF. This is a swing trade. They have a strong upward trend, but wait for this to drop back down to the support line before buying. Next up is Nmtr. Now, my financial friend has a low conviction on this, but if you have some high-risk cash and you don't mind if your investment goes to zero, then this might be a good stock you want to buy. They are in phase 3 on one of their drugs, and if they get FDA approval, this stock will pop. The risk is that if they do not get FDA approval, this stock could go down 80% or more. Next up is ROMO Power. Now, somebody asked me to review this yesterday on my channel, and since a YouTuber mentioned it today, I am going to review it. ROMO Power is an EV battery company. They provide batteries for Workhorse, Lion Electric, and others. Kin & Grace put a price target on the stock of $40, which represents a 50% upside from today's closing price. Kin & Grace put a buy-under price on the stock of $20 and an ideal buy-in price of $18. However, from a technical standpoint, I do want you guys to see this. This stock has a strong support level at $18. Now, one of two things can happen right now. Technically, this stock is forming a head and shoulders. You can see that here. This is a shoulder, this is a shoulder, this is a head. So one of two things is going to happen. On a head and shoulders play, the stock will quite often start going down below the support line. However, if this does not form a head and shoulders, and it in fact breaks out and continues going up, then the stock could easily reach $40. So do not buy this stock yet. You want to buy the stock in about 3 or 4 days, and you want to see what's going to happen about this point right here. If we see the stock go up over the next day or two and then start to go back down, do not buy it. If we see the stock go up and continue to go up, then you want to buy it, because at that point it will have broken out of the head and shoulders trend and it should continue upward to $40. Next up is SESN. This stock was at the bottom of an upward trend. This would be a good swing trade. RSI is low, stochastic is low, and MACD is low. Technically, this is an excellent stock to buy now for a short-term play. Next up is SKLZ, Skills. 5 YouTubers have now mentioned this stock. This is quickly becoming a hype stock. This is the first publicly traded mobile esports platform. They are doing over 2 million tournaments a day now, so this company is growing rapidly. ARK Invest just decided to buy this stock. Because this is a hype stock, it will go up very fast and then it will go down very fast. In the short term, you might want to day trade this. In the long term, wait for the price to come back down before you buy. We have a buy under price on this stock of $21 with an ideal buy-in price of $17. The price target on the stock is $29. Next up is SNDL. SNDL is an MMJ stock. Since Democrats took control of the Senate, MMJ stock should skyrocket. This is starting to go back up after running flat for a few days, so it would be a good buy now. Next up is SPCE. This is Virgin Galactic, and 2 YouTubers mentioned this stock. Mcash believes 2021 will be the year Virgin Galactic finally has a successful space flight and gets Sir Richard Branson into space. If they do that, this stock could easily double. Below $20 would be a good buy. Mcash put a price target on this stock of $100. I personally have a buy under price on this stock of $25 because, as we can see, although the stock was going down, it is starting to go back up. At a $100 price target, this stock has an upside potential of 314% from today's closing price. Next up is SPWR. This is SunPower. It is a solar company, and this stock jumped today because Democrats won the Senate. If this was a short-term play for you, sell now and take profits. If this was a long-term play for you, hold, because this could continue to go higher throughout the year. Next up is TSLA Tesla. Now, I told you yesterday that it was time to sell the stock and take profits because we had a price target on the stock of $750. As you can see, we have an evening doji forming here, which usually is the sign of a stock turning around and starting to go back down. If you did not sell today, sell now as soon as the market opens. We are looking for a short-term pullback, and then we are looking to get back into the stock under $650. We have a price target on this stock of $1,000 by the end of the year, which gives us an upside potential of 32% from today's close price, but almost 40% from $650 price that we are looking to get back in at. The next stock is WFC Wells Fargo. This is the last financial stock on our list, and it is also expected to go up this year due to stock buybacks. This is a long-term play. We have a price target on this stock of $50, which represents a 53% upside from today's closing price. Now what I want to do is I want to go over some of the stock picks that people had mentioned a few days or a few weeks ago that are finally back under their buy under prices. I am not analyzing these stocks. I am not recommending these stocks. All I want to do is get these stocks on your radar in case you have been waiting to buy them so that you can buy now that they are at good buy under and ideal buy in prices. First up is AMCI. AMCI had a buy under price of $15 and ideal buy in price of $14.50 and a price target of $20. Next up is APXT. APXT had a buy under price of $15, an ideal buy-in price of $14, and a price target of $60. Next up is BABA. BA had a buy under price of $230, an ideal buy-in price of $220, and a price target between $280 and $340. Next up is BFT. BFT has a buy under price of $15, an ideal buy-in price of $14, and a price target of $30. Next up is FUBO. FUBO has a buy under price of $28, an ideal buy-in price of $26, and a price target ranging from $30 to $34. Next up is GIK. GIK has a buy under price of $14 and an ideal buy-in price of $13. Next up is GNOG. GNOG has a buy under price of $21, an ideal buy-in price of $20, and a price target ranging between $50 and $65. Next up is HYLN. HYLN had a buy-under price of $18, an ideal buy-in price of $16, and a price target of $60. Next up is JMIA. JMIA has a buy-under price of $35, an ideal buy-in price of $30, and a price target of $80. Next up is LI. LI has a buy-under price of $40, an ideal buy-in price of $30, and a price target between $45 and $50. Next up is NNDM. NNDM has a buy-under price of $9, an ideal buy-in price of $8, and a price target between $14 and $15. Next up is PTON. PTON has a buy-under price of $150 with an ideal buy-in price of $130. Next up is RKT. RKT has a buy-under price of $20 and an ideal buy-in price of $19. Next up is TREE. TREE has a buy-under price of $280, an ideal buy-in price of $270, and a price target of $440. Next up is TRVN. TRVN has a buy-under price of $2.40. Next up is TTCF. TTCF has a buy-under price of $24 and an ideal buy-in price of $22. Next up is TWST. TWST has a buy-under price of $150 and an ideal buy-in price of $140. And finally is ZI. ZI has a buy-under price of $47, an ideal buy-in price of $40, and a price target of $59. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you want to get some free stock, sign up for Webull through my link in the description below. That will help you out and it also helps the channel out. And finally, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading and I will see you tomorrow.